Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you and I really do hope you guys are feeling well and better than we were last night. I'm doing this on Thursday because I couldn't do the full-time thoughts video last night. I genuinely couldn't. But here are my thoughts on West Ham 1, Newcastle 5. It's an embarrassment across the board. An absolute, I never thought I'd do a video like this again. I said in the preview I didn't think it was going to be that embarrassing. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Right, let's get it over and done with, right? Starting 11, wrong. 100% wrong. We were all calling for 2 up front. And he goes out and takes Ings off and puts Antonio in his place and makes no other changes from the Southampton game. Decision 1, wrong. Number 2, to be honest, I'll come back to that. To be honest with you, I thought we started off really fucking well. Really well. Hit him on the front foot. Bowen with a really decent run. You know, Newcastle got a little bit fortunate with a few things. Great positioning from them, but you know, Declan Rice scores the ball over the top of the bar, and you know, and as I thought, you know, we applied a bit of pressure. I've said this many times about when you play Newcastle, you put pressure on them, they fold, and that's exactly what happened every time we did it. But we just couldn't get anything decent out of it. And of course, right, for the first goal, let's talk about the first goal. Callum Wilson's goal on the 6th minute. Well, 5 minutes and something on the clock, right? It was just, I know a lot of people are going to be pointing the finger at Kehrer for it. And I can understand why. But at the same point, the reason why he headed the ball out safely, because nobody was talking, including Fabianski. Nobody was telling him, you're safe. Fabianski didn't call for the ball, said, pass me the ball, I can clear this. None of that. No communication. It was only when he headed the ball and saw it, went out, looked round and went, put his head up, was like, oh, fuck's sake. Because no one was talking. That's the reason why we had that. And it's not just that. The corner that was taken by Newcastle was terrible. It went the entire way out. Emerson put it over. He defended really well. The problem is the flighted ball in from St. Maximin into Callum Wilson. You can argue Fabianski needs to do better. That's mistake number 1 by him. You can argue that Zuma just watched the ball. In actual fact, he looks like he's crouched down. I had to watch the replay just before the highlights, well, the lowlights, the replays of the goals just to see, or the goal attempts, I should say, just to see if what I saw last night was correct, and it was. I can't deny it, guys. I laughed when Callum Wilson did his Macarena celebration. It was funny. I know nobody would have seen it funny at the time, but I did find it really funny. And oh dear. Okay, so right, so we reset, as the old cliche goes. Scar's goal on the 12th and a bit minute, right? It's Emerson that's playing him on. I did think at the time, I thought he looked close. Bearing in mind, being in the Bobby Moore lower, I did think the offside rule call was close. But it was. He was onside. It was Emerson that playing him on. It was difficult. It's difficult to justify it. I did say I can't justify it. So I'm not saying it was a mistake by Emerson, but I did say in the preview they often get trapped in the offside. And we need to hold that back line. I've said that many times this season. Many times we need to do that, and we weren't doing it again. So you can argue that Emerson's at fault for that. Otherwise, it would have been off. It would have been offside. It was exceptionally tight, but it did look. I said it looks on. I said it looked on. Don't get me wrong. The great corner by Bowen up to Zuma, and you can argue that yes, Nick Pope's not in the right position, but the ball's there in his hands there. Like that, do you know what I mean? So he was in the right place. He did everything right. It's just Zuma was slightly higher up, and bam, we got the goal, and it's 2-1 into half time. And you know, we felt a bit energized by it. We felt, you know, there's a bit more of attack. We thought, okay, fair enough. Come on, you know, we can get something out of this. Now, I didn't see the third goal. I was walking down the steps by the time it hit the back of the net, so I didn't see the whole side of it. But just seeing the replay. Fabianski, mistake number 2. Pissing around with Agued. Agued was pissing about with the ball as well. But Mistake number two. Mistake number two. And we're 3-1 down. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And of course, it's Callum Wilson. All right. Goal number 4. Goal number 4 is Isak's. The substitutes goal. Bad defending. Mistakes all over the fucking shop. All over the shop. Fabianski was in a no-win situation, and it's still a mistake. But whatever he would have done, it would have been an error on his part. It really was. But to come and chest it directly, and I genuinely mean this, directly at Isak. Fucking stupid. And goal number 5, the Gutierrez goal. Sorry, the Joe Linton second. It's a good assist from Gutierrez. It really is. It really, really is. Now, the substitutes that were being made, Kehrer came off and Soufal came on. Who else was it? So Souček came off and Souček came off and oh god, I'm sorry. I have to look at this. I'm gonna have to look at the substitute. I can see it's Downs came off, right? So and Cornet came on from Ben Rama. And I say Ings coming on. Antonio Ings coming on for Antonio. 4 substitutions done all in one go. Big mistake. I agree with Soufal coming on for Kehrer. Kehrer didn't have that bad a game. He made some decent challenges after that mistake that led to the goal. Led to the corner, I should say. But again, you can't purely put it down. You can't purely put it down to Kehrer, in my opinion. You know, when Cornet and Ings and Soufal came on Downs, we started attacking again. Soufal's fit. I've said it before. Soufal is fucking fit. He has to start on Saturday against Fulham. He really, really does. I put him in the preview because I thought he'd be fit enough to at least start the game. You can tell that it looked like there was nothing wrong with him. Granted, he had 27, 28 minutes worth of football on the pitch, but you could see the fight was there. That's what we need. You could see, again, from Cornet was doing his best. Ings was doing his best. Downs was doing his best. Rice was one of the better players out there for the entire fucking game. Antonio, inconsistent. Massively, massively inconsistent throughout the entire fucking game. Aguerd, other than the mistake that led to the third, I don't think he had too bad of a game. Paquetá was playing fantastic. I thought he did really, really well. A few shaky things here and there, but this is the point. We have not conceded that amount of goals at home on telly since Man City at home. 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, whenever it was. We haven't conceded that amount of goals since that game. David Moyes agrees. So he said doesn't agree, but he understands the reason why people were leaving on the third and fourth goal. He understands it. Yes, I agree with what he was saying to a degree about, you know, if you're a proper, you know, you stand is what he meant by his comments in the post-match interview about if you know, but a true supporter will stay with you, and we did. I myself stayed to the full-time whistle. Loads of people I know were going before that, and it's totally understandable, totally justified. It was a point being made, but Moyes understands, and he gets it. He understands the reasons why. He knows he's fucked up. It's a massive, massive area that he's fucked up. But at the same point, the players are more culpable than David Moyes in this instance. He's not the one making those rash decisions that are leading us to goals. He's not the one that's too much of it. Granted, it's probably Moyes' tactics, but in the first half especially, we very, very rarely challenge for the ball. Very, very rarely. We have to go attacking. We really have to go in for it. Make a tackle. Make an interception. Paquetá did a couple of them. But in general, none of the, especially in the first half, no player was close. No West Ham player was close to a Newcastle player outside 8 yards. It was ridiculous. I genuinely could see that board that Sky Sports, Monday Night Football and even Tifo IRL use. You know, I could see little blue boxes coming up, showing how much space there was between all the West Ham players and the Newcastle players that were in possession of the ball. It's embarrassing. It is massively, massively embarrassing. I genuinely went home last night straight to sleep. I was like, do you know what? I can't even be bothered. I didn't. I was caught out in the rain. It was raining heavily last night, on and off for big periods. I was cold. I was tired. I've been at work all day. Don't deserve to see this. Been out. Left the house. Not that this makes any difference, but left the house at 7:20 yesterday morning, and got home at 11:10 last night. It's a long, long day. But that 2 hours that we were at London Stadium felt longer than the 8.5 hours that I was at work yesterday. It's embarrassing. It really, really is. But there's my rant over. I don't like making content like this. You guys know I try and look to see the positives of every performance. But where are we? We had, 3 minutes in the first half and 4 minutes and at the end. So over the 97 minutes worth of football that was played at the London Stadium, West Ham turned up for 12, maybe 13, 15 at max out of 97 minutes. Newcastle didn't play all that well. They were giving the ball away quite a fair bit. They couldn't control a few things. But in general, they deserved it. They were the better side. They absolutely deserved the result. But guys, as always, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'm sure you're going to be a lot less polite than I've been with this. But yeah. Look, and I'm going to now put the details together for the Fulham preview. It's going to be up either later today or on Good Friday. One of the two. But in the meantime, guys, try and enjoy your day and try and enjoy your Easter. And I'll see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.